Hey, ladies, how are you?
Hello.
Hello, hello. We're all popping on. Look at you guys going to town here. Thanks. I just got off the phone with the director team, and we were talking about ScentShare and units and Squee, and oh my gosh, lots of information. So this is our first call on our developing director group, and I am really excited for all of you because I really feel that we're going to do this together, okay? And we are going to soar, and we are going to be hooting and hollering as you walk across that stage in July. Are you with me? Woohoo!
Yes.
Woo-hoo. Cheerleader fingers. Woohoo! Okay. Awesome. So, what I'd love for those of you that were at the retreat, I would like for you to share. By the way, we're recording this, so I would like for you to share what was one of the first things you came home and did.
I started trying to figure out how to do the Google Calendar thing. I'll keep track of everything Google wise. So that was interesting, and I'm still learning it. So
good. So you implemented some of the time management. And by the way, for those of you that were not, oh, we got some noise here. Oops. I'm going to mute Heather's audio. Let me see if that helps. Okay. For those of you that were not at the retreat, I want you to know that there are all of the videos, thanks to Miss Patty Moserino. Every single session was taped. I want to challenge you over the next week to 2 weeks in a row. I think you can do it in a week. Okay. Cindy. Okay. I think you can do it in a week. To go through and watch each video on all the different things. It was an amazing retreat with amazing information. And those of you that were there, you should go back and what is the thing you need to implement next? Go through your notes, but listen to it again, because you always catch things the second or third time through, okay? So I want to encourage you. They're on pcteamtraining.com. The password is Extreme18. Is that still the same, Patty? Yes. Extreme18 with a capital E, okay? So that's pcteamtraining.com and then Extreme18, okay? So let me put everybody on mute here. So anyway, you can go back, and of course on the Make Magic Happen, Patty also put all of those videos on the Make Magic Happen retreat page. So thank you, Patty. We so appreciate you and all you did for that. So who else implemented something?
I did I started messaging everybody saying that I had a new pilot program outline for virtuals, and I booked 6 virtual parties. I have 3 started now and 3 that will start next week. Plus
nice.
One on the party last night. The party hasn't even started, and this one girl was so excited. She's booked on my schedule for next week.
Great. That's awesome. And Stephanie, did you implement what you learned at the meeting? Did you do something different, or did you just get on the phone and book shows?
Well, I just got on and really, I feel like I hadn't been blocking people who I was asking, but apparently I was. So I've, just kind of, I'm not even looking at names anymore. I'm just I'm not thinking about how I know them or where I know them, just messaging everybody. And just really, my initial communication with first messaging somebody, and then my follow-up with them, how Kristen and some of the other girls just talked about the way they communicate, which was just rolling it in really quickly and don't let people drag on, and I guess that don't let them think on it too long. Just get it rolling.
Good. Good. Awesome. 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 Okay. That's two of you. Who else? Tina. Tina, I know you were active this weekend.
I got on the phone. I had a drive by myself, so I was just on my Bluetooth making phone calls to team members, sharing my excitement. I apologize for not being a good leader this last several months, and gave them an opportunity to reboot or restart their business and my new consultant page, to give me an opportunity to kind of practice with them while we're waiting for our new groups to join. I've also went through and reset my goals for the next couple months, as well as just started messaging people about the pilot program. I booked, let me see, I have 8 virtual parties this month, and I have 1 set so far for next month. 4 just kicked off this morning. And I'm nervous because it's been a year since I've done virtual parties, and it didn't end well for me a year ago. So I am nervous, but I'm doing it nervous, and I don't care anymore. So I'm just going to do it.
Scared.
Too scared, yes. Let me see what else. I've tried to disregard the mess at the offices and have tunnel vision towards the jobs I need to get done. And then I did start using Google Calendar, like Mary suggested, and really putting in all of my little tasks that need to be done, because I'm a list person and I like to check stuff off. And so that's helped me stay more focused on the individual tasks and getting things done that I need to. And then once I finish all of those, then I can focus on tackling a pile in my office or something like that. So,
and Tina, if I can give you a little encouragement about your office, once Alex is home and, you know, it's time where you're not going to be making phone calls, okay? Set your timer for 15 minutes or 20 minutes or 30 minutes and just work on from one corner or one spot on your desk and work around, okay? And if you do that every day, before you know it, and then your goal, before you know it, you'll get through everything, but your goal before you quit work that day, the area that you've cleaned up so far has to stay clean. Because otherwise you're just constantly cleaning the same mess over and over. So I did that in Florida because I'm used to having all these file cabinets, the credenza behind me, all this different stuff, and now I'm working out of 2 drawers, okay, on my desk, and that's it, okay? So it's a real challenge for me because I have a big desk, but I'm used to so much more to be able to put away. But what I realized is I don't need as much as I think, and only the files that are active are out. So I want to encourage you to do that time, because I had Richie, and I remember doing this, or put everybody to bed and go upstairs or go to your office for an hour and just work on it when it's not when you'd be doing anything else. So it really, really makes a difference. I used to have to do it once a month too, just to let you know. I used to schedule what I call my night shift, okay? And I used to go in there once a month, and however long it took me to put my desk back, my office back in order, I did it. But I'm finding in Florida, the working from side to side, and then I can't go to bed unless that part is cleaned up. So just an idea. Good. Thanks for sharing, Tina. Thanks for sharing. Who else went to the retreat and put something into action? Laurel? Where's Laurel? Go ahead, Laurel.
Well, y'all are going to laugh at me, but driving
There's no
home,
laughing. There's no laughing.
I realized driving home, I had a computer that my children say came over with the dinosaurs. So I realized that if I was going to do virtual shows, I had to have a new computer. So last week, I went out and bought a new computer and got a new phone because my phone was in bad shape too. So those are the two big things that I've done. And then I've also tried to adopt Love Carpenter's viewpoint of I am really studying on virtual shows and trying to figure out what in the world I'm doing. So anyway, that's it.
Becoming a student. I love that.
I'm trying to do that.
Well, and we had such amazing sharing that happened that pick one, study it until you got it, and then go, listen to the next one. Study it till you have it. And start really with Pampered Chef's basics, and then go from there. Now, I know that Sarah put in both the Make It Happen, and I believe in my Nancy Joe's personal team. By the way, I'm changing my name, my Facebook page to Ryan Rockstars, okay? From Nancy Joe's personal page, which was like really stupid that I named it Nancy Joe's personal page, but it's going to be Ryan Rockstars, okay? So just to let you know, when you get that, when you see that, it's still the same. It's the same page, just different. But she put it in units, and so the training is in units. So you can go there and look at the units. And it's under, on the left-hand side, it's either under learning or units, either one of those two. And in those units, you can study those, click them that you've done them, and then you can do that for your people. You can copy and paste and put those units in your group, and you can reproduce the sharing that you're doing with your teams, okay, and your future teams. And those of you that aren't a director yet, act like a director. Fake it till you make it, okay? We want you to put on that apron and wear the leadership role bold and proudly, okay? Because you are a leader. If you've got one person, you are a leader. Just know that. Own it, okay? And Laurel, you're going to have a blast with your new computers and new phones. Once you get it all down, you are going to see just how much. Okay. None of my, what's this? Okay. I am recording, Marie. I am recording. So, all right. So we have 32 people on here. That's awesome. Okay, so who else has got something that they would like to share that they put into action?
This is Teresa Fuquay, and I'm at my other job, so I may have to dart off, but I'm doing conference call on phone and at other position. But I just wanted to say that I'm on the Boost Your Business Within 30 Days also doing that, and I went to the director leadership program. And so the 222 is really what I've implemented in the conversations with customers, and just really following up with everyone and trying to do my best of not just texting or not just Facebook messaging, but making phone calls and scheduling that time, which is kind of difficult, but I am working on it. And I was able to book a party. I had a customer order something, and I made sure I made the phone call, not just sent her a thank you text or email, and she did book a party, and we're doing a party in April with her. So I was just really excited to, to really work on that and get her a thank you phone call in that 2 days, and it really paid off.
Wonderful. Wonderful. That's what we like to hear. And I just...
So baby steps, celebrating little things.
Absolutely. And you know what? If you do those small things, it's really going to make a difference. And by the way, I just named someone your name and it wasn't you. So
that's okay.
If someone that's on the phone, it'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Okay. All right. So I renamed yours. Who is 630-842-0520?
Nancy Joe, that's Kira.
Kira, with a K or a C?
Kira.
Okay, very good. I want to know who's talking. All right, very good. So, Marie, all the things that we're talking about are on pcteamtraining.com. So your people can go And you guys look at that stuff and just be encouraged. Who else has something to share that they're doing?
Hi, this is Janine Carrion. Can you hear me?
Yes. Yep, we can.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm a new consultant as of December, and I'm just so excited. I was kind of dipping my toes in the water because I want to do pretty much 100% virtual for health reasons. And it's just taken off. It's been a lot of fun. And then surprisingly, I got this email from Pampered Chef saying, oh, you got your consultant bonus. You made your goal, which I wasn't really mindful of. I've always been goal-oriented, but this one, I don't know, it slipped my mind. And so when I got it, it just energized me because I've had a lot of hats, I've had a lot of jobs, and never had the appreciation given that Pampered Chef gave. So that just motivated me. And then when I found out Marina had, my manager had thought, well, you know what, you can be a director, you can do it. And that gave me confidence just hearing it from someone else. And so I'm excited to get going and started making phone calls.
Good. Well, great job, Janine. Great job. Okay, well, thank you for those that have shared. Oh, I can hear an echo. Let me mute everybody. Okay. Let me see. Oops. All righty. Okay. I think, Janine, are you on the phone as well as? Let's see if
I muted it.
Okay, let's see if that helps. I don't think you need to be on both, right? You can get off the phone. Are you on your computer? Oh, you can't hear me? All right. Go to the bottom left and see if those are all the correct way. Bottom left of your screen. Okay. All right, so that should help. All right. I guess not. All right. Anybody Patty, can you help me? Do you know how to do this?
Nancy Joe, you should be able to mute everybody.
Okay. She needs to, is it her audio? She just can't hear? Is that what it is? Or she
Yeah.
can't talk?
Can you not hear, Janine?
Oh, she can hear. She can't talk.
Okay. Janine, go off your phone.
Yeah, there's like an echo.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Okay, I think so.
Okay, I turned
all right.
off the phone, so I got
Okay,
it.
perfect. All right. So oh, it's still there. Anyway, all right. It's weird hearing your voice back to you. Let me
Oh
see.
my God. Okay.
All right. So what I want to encourage you all to do this week. This is going to drive me crazy. All right. All right. Patty, how do I mute everybody?
Did you mute you have the controls there, so you should be able to do that.
Okay, I'm going to mute all.
Yeah.
Let's see if that will help. Okay, can everybody hear me? Okay, good. Yes, I'm not hearing the echo. Very good. Oh, I love your cat. All right, so what I want you to focus on this week is connection. All right, recruiting is all about connection. And what I want you to think about is who in your life, I want you to make a list, who in your life could use a fun night out, extra money, has been watching you from afar, and I want you to do 5 practice interviews. Okay, 5 practice interviews. Sherry Carr did this years ago, and it was amazing because she said many times the people that you practice with will actually join your team. All right. So I want you to think about sisters, neighbors, friends, people at church, and just ask them if you can buy them a cup of coffee or a Coke, and if they would sit with you for 1 hour. And I want you to think about and have it practiced in your mind. Go to Pampered Chef, and what does an interview look like? You can use the little cards. There's all kinds of things. Find something that matches your personality, okay? And on Pampered Chef's training, I'm not going to go through all that because you can find that yourself and find one of the trainings that you really you would like to work with. And the question that you want to get to in the end is, what do you think? Is Pampered Chef something you'd like to try? Or is the apron would you like to try on the apron? Okay. That's the end question. Whatever your personality is to get there, you need to research that and develop something on your own. I can tell you all the things in the world, but unless you walk through this step and make it your own, it's not going to feel natural. Does that make sense? Okay. So just spend an hour or 2 looking at all the different things that are available to you and the different ways that you connect with people. But then I want you to do that with 5 people over the next week. We're going to have these phone calls every week, and I'm going to focus in on different things. And this week is connection. And it's making that list. And what you want to do is practice so that when you're ready, you will be able to engage with people naturally. Okay. And it'll come right out. In fact, if I can have either Patty or Marie, who would like to practice with me? Patty, you want to practice with me? Okay. Oh,
am I unmuted?
Okay. Yes. All right. So Patty, where did we meet? Tell me. Set me up for the scenario.
Okay, we met at the grocery store.
At the grocery store. All right. So I noticed Patty was looking at peppers. And so I said to Patty, I says, oh my gosh, do you know that there's a difference between male and female peppers? And Patty said,
really? I didn't know that.
Well, let me show you. Do you have a minute? Do you mind if I show you the difference? Someone taught me this, and when I turn the pepper over, you see either 3 bumps or 4 bumps. Okay, 3 bumps is a female, 4 bumps is a male. The females are sweeter to eat, and the males are better to cook with. Okay, isn't that fun? Isn't that a fun fact? Yeah. So, I mean, they both will cook up and they'll both eat, but the females tend to be a little bit sweeter, which makes all the sense in the world, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Good to know. Thank you.
Yeah. Good. Oh, you're welcome. Patty, what do? You're in the store in the middle of the day. Do you work outside the home?
Actually, I have a little part-time job, just something that I, just a couple days a week or whatever, but mostly, I don't. I'm just, taking care of kids and stuff.
Okay, great. Do you like to cook?
I do.
Do you?
I do.
Have you ever heard of the Pampered Chef?
Well, I heard people talking about it, but I don't know that much about it.
So you don't have any of our products, right?
Oh, no, I don't have a product, but
Okay.
I've heard of you guys.
Heard of it. Well, if you have a minute, I'd love to share with you how I learned about peppers. And that's through my Pampered Chef business. And what I have found is I too work out of my home, and I work my business around all the important things in my life. So I'm really blessed to be able to be home with my kids too. How many kids do you have, Patty?
2. I have 2.
2 kids. Are you able to be like room mom, or go on trips with them and stuff?
Yes, all of that. All of the above. Check all the boxes.
Check all the boxes. It's such a blessing in today's world, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. I
Yeah.
love doing that.
Good. So you mentioned that you had a part-time job. Are you happy with that part-time job?
I mean, it's not, like I'm not like over the top over it. It's just a little extra income. I wish I could make more,
Really? Are they paying you well? Are they paying you $25 to $30 an hour?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. Really? Well, you said you love to cook, and the business that I'm in, from the time I started, which was quite a while ago, I've made a minimum of $25 to $30 an hour. Is this something you might like to hear about?
Oh my gosh, yeah, it'd be a whole lot than the minimum wage that I'm making right now.
So you could work about 1/3 the amount of time to make the same amount of money. Yeah. Is that something? Yeah. Isn't it? I would love to sit down with you. I know that we're in the middle of the grocery store right now, but I'd love to sit down with you and talk to you about our business, because you know what? You have been so friendly and so kind, and I would just love to work with you, and maybe we can do something else. We do virtual shows, we do live cooking shows, we do fundraisers, we do 1-hour shows. I mean, and it's just a matter of sharing tips and ideas and recipes with someone and their friends and family. It's really, really easy. Does this sound like something you might like to
I love to cook. I could use some extra money, $25 to $30 an hour, whatever you said there. I'm shooting for the moon here. Yeah, that sounds really good.
Okay. Well, Patty, would you write down your information so I can contact you, and we'll set something up for when we can both meet for a cup of coffee, or I can.
Yeah, I could.
Or would you like to go now? All right. So did you
You're
see?
gonna buy me a cup of coffee? I'm go a cup of coffee. Yep, I'm going.
Coffee. You're in for a cup of coffee.
I am.
There's no right words to say or wrong words to say. It's just engaging. It's giving a little bit of information and then following up with a question. A little bit of information, following up with a question. Okay. And here Patty, I want you to say, no, I'm not interested. I want you to listen
I'm
to
too
how.
easy, right, Nance? Am I too easy?
Well, no.
Okay.
You were perfect. I
Okay.
want to also share with you how to end a conversation that's no thank you. Because I think if you're equipped with how to end a conversation of no thank you, you will have more conversations because you'll feel okay about the ending. A lot of times we don't ask and we don't engage because we don't want to hear no thank you. Is that right? Is anybody willing to say yes, that's true? Okay, so here's what Patty and I talked. We had a great little conversation, but Patty said,
No, I'm sorry. I'm really not interested.
well, Patty, thank you so much for chatting with me, but would you do me a favor, and would you consider this a seed planted? And if ever you would like to water it in the future, I'm going to give you my information, and if it's okay, I'm going to get your information so I can send you a recipe, our new catalog, a season's best, and I can just contact you once every 3 to 4 weeks because I would love to work with you someday. But I'm totally respectful of the fact that timing is everything. What do you think? Would that work for you?
Yeah. I mean, I'm really not, but you're right. You never know.
You never know what tomorrow's going to bring. I've learned that the good way and the hard way in my life. So, but you know what, Patty, I would love to invite you to a show in my that I have at my home. I have a show about once every 2 months. I have a party. We drink wine. We cook together. We have a ball. No, there's no stress, no obligation at all. But I would love to have you there because I think you'd really have fun. But I'll need your information to make sure I invite you. And like I said, just consider this a seed planted, and if you ever decide to water it, I would love to work with you someday. I think we could be really great friends.
Okay. Now you're not going to be like calling me all the time and spamming me all.
You know what, Patty? I promise you I won't stalk you or anything. I'm just going to invite you to some fun things that I think you would be interested in based on what you said to me. Okay.
Oh, I like fun, so.
Okay. So did you see how, and they will say, you're not going to stalk me. They will say, you know, all that kind of stuff. And you're laughing but absolutely. And then I don't stalk them, but I will send them an email and I'll send, or a text. And I'll say, I was thinking about you. Here's a recipe made with those peppers we were having so much fun with the other day. Okay, and then send them the rush hour fajitas. Okay, you just engage. The key is engaging and letting people know what you do all the time. Ask for referrals. Another thing I could have said to Patty is totally respect that this might not be the right thing for you. Do you know anybody that could use some extra money or a fun night out? Because remember, it's not always just about the money, you guys. We have doctors and lawyers working for our company. It's not about the money. It's about a stress-free, fun night, engaging. Maybe some people have a lot of little kids. They love engaging with people, whether it's through virtual. And someone, Janine, mentioned that that she, for health reasons, needs to do virtual. We can be a virtual business for a ton of people, all right? People that would never stand in front of a group can do this virtually and hide behind their computer, okay? So remember that phrase, consider this a seed planted. Everybody loves a garden, and especially women, and they think of good flowery things. I've had people come back as long as 3 years later, okay? 3 years later, come back and join my team and do great. Because I said, consider this a seed planted. I've been saying it for 25 years. It's just a nice way to end the conversation. Nobody feels awkward. Nobody feels funny. But if you have to remember that recruiting is about sharing the business, and it's not about you. It's about offering it to someone else, to other people. That don't worry about the no thank you, because you know what? You may change someone's life. You may be the answer to someone's prayer that day, and you don't even know it. I'm so thankful for the person that told me about Pampered Chef, because they had nothing to gain. And they said to me, make sure, if you're looking into direct sales company, make sure you look into a company called the Pampered Chef. It was the best evening I spent away from my family, encouraging me in my family. And that little phrase is in 3 different books. That is printed in 3 different books. My friend Sue told me about this company. And I'm sad that Sue wasn't a part of it, because Sue would have had an enormous paycheck through these years. She didn't get anything from it, but she spoke from her heart. And I think that was a great example for me to not worry about someone saying no thank you, but just to tell people like it's the best deal and it's the best thing. Because for Susie, she was sharing it from her heart. She was sharing the best thing that she knew of in the direct sales industry that she had experienced. And she did it without any thought of herself, because she had nothing to gain or lose. That's how I want you to express and talk to people and engage with people, like you have nothing to gain or lose. Because remember, you're only making 3% when you become a director. They're going to make 20 to 25. Who's the bigger winner? Okay? It's them. So share without any reservation. Engage with people without any reservation. Consider it practice over and over and over again. Engage with people on personal message, the green dots. Engage with people on Facebook. Use the word pilot program. Okay, because when you use the word pilot program, would you be in my pilot program? That's a hot word today. Okay, would you practice with me? Don't use the word role play. Use the word practice. Those different things engage with people. And when you say I need to practice my talking about my business, would you help me? People aren't going to say no to you. All right, and ask them to be tough with you, okay? Don't just say yes, 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 all right? What would you really feel? What were the things that would stop you so I can practice about objections? Because that's really, when you're confident with objections, you will come across, and if there's something you don't know, you'll be confident when you come across is the word I was looking for. And if there is something you don't know, here's what you say. Tina, that is a great question. And I have not come across that before, but what's really, really wonderful about Pampered Chef is we have this amazing group of people that shares everything, okay? And I will find out the answer to that, because if I don't know it, someone else does. And we're a sharing company, and we give all the very best to each other so we can all grow together. That's something that people need to know also, because like in some companies, it's not like that. All right, so we have about 6 minutes left to our call. So what is something that I said or talked about that you need clarification on, or something that you would like to share? Anybody?
So Nancy Jo.
Yes.
Since I am brand new to my new place where I live, and I pretty much know no one, I'm going to be doing these calls doing them as phone calls, not sit down for coffee, although I'd prefer to do sit down for coffee, but that's
sure. That's fine.
And so, but what you role played was more of a getting to know, trying it on people while you were out and about.
That's correct.
So is that what you're wanting us to do, or are you wanting us to look at just to do this with people that we know?
Well, I want you to find an interview style that you like and do it with 5 people. But I want you to practice meeting people when you're out and about. So actually there's 2 things.
Okay.
So
okay.
I have ADD, so you guys keep me in line here. And the really good news is that you can have ADD and do this, and you can be unorganized and do this. I promise you. So really what you want to do is you want to practice with 5 people you know already, okay? And find the interview style on Pampered Chef's website, on the training that you like, okay? Whether it's through phone calls, whether it's personal meeting, and however you want to do it. That's why I said I'm not going to actually train. That what I did with Patty was a conversation to engage, an engaging conversation, all right, when you're out and about. And Ruth, I understand your plight because I just moved to a new area. Now I'm in Chicago for the week because of Chairman's Circle, but I am in Florida in a new area. And what I did, make sure that your website, okay, that you've got the right address, okay, because I know, do you still have two places? Excuse me.
No.
Okay. All right. So, and make sure your picture is real friendly on there, and that your the things that you put on your page is super friendly, because what I've had happen is 3 of my last 5 shows, people contacted me because of what I had on my website when they're looking for a consultant. So it's really important. So all of you look and see what your picture looks like, and don't put it of your kids or your cat or anything like that. They need to see you. Okay. And then also, you know, what are you talking about in there? Are you letting them know that you do really fun live parties or virtual parties? Okay. And then the other thing is, Ruth, I would suggest that you contact your village and ask what local women's groups there are. Say you're new to the area and you would like to get involved with some of the women's groups. And then when you find out what that list is, you call them and offer them to be a free speaker for 15 minutes on healthy eating or quick meals, different things like that. And you will meet a ton of people. And because of what you're talking about, people are very engaged. I mean, look at the commercials on every within an hour, you can count 5 or 6 times where it's, you know, fresh, it's, you know, Blue Apron, it's all the different food services. So you can help people do that at home and have the store deliver it, or you can pick it up now right from the store. If you don't want to shop, someone else to shop with you. They're still cooking it. You can give them the recipes and ideas and show them how to save about 40%. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So thanks for clarifying that for everybody. Tina.
Ruth, I would also say, because I move every couple of years with the military, is to wear your logo wear all the time. Carry your catalog tote. Just start talking to people up. Be like, oh my gosh, what are you going to make with that head of cauliflower? That's the dumbest conversation I've ever struck up. But trust me, you find out new things about people that you have no idea. Like, they might be telling you a recipe you had no idea about, and be like, here, if I give you my email, can you email me the recipe? Now you're giving them a recipe card with your information on it, or just a business card with your email on it. And you're going to get a new recipe, and you can just continue your conversation then. So it's all about out and about. Collect all the contacts you can from out and about. That's how I meet people every few years.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thanks, Becky. Thanks. Anybody else?
I was going to share something too. I just moved as well. Something that's helped me get to know people, because I didn't know a soul here when I moved, and I'm not in the military, just totally moved several hundred miles away. But I brought back, you know, your mini catalogs when you're out and about. Sticky note on the back, not only just to get their information, but sometimes that can be awkward or feel awkward to ask for their information. So something that I was taught my first year of business was to do an out and about drawing once a month or once a week, where you can offer to raffle off a cookbook. And so you get their information and you say, I can add you to my drawing if you'd like to be added. Go ahead and put your information on the back and give me the sticky note back, and I'll add you to that drawing. And that gives you a way to follow up with them later. They can all win a cookbook. It doesn't matter. Right. But it gives you the ability to have a way to follow up with them.
Awesome. Great idea, Tina. Great idea. Because whatever you're doing, you have to be comfortable with, because people will pick up your nerves, okay? So that's why we want you to practice and think about the different objections and what you can say. That's what the practice is all about. And then engage with people when you're out and about. I mean, I love going by the cauliflower and just talking about roasted cauliflower on our stone with just a little bit of olive oil and our Greek seasoning or Italian seasoning. It is amazing. It is delicious. People that don't even like cauliflower will eat cauliflower and Brussels sprouts with the way I make them. In fact, I had my daughter-in-law's father called me, or texted me, I should say, for my recipe for Brussels sprouts, because he said, I've hated Brussels sprouts all my life, and you made each of us eat one at Christmas 2 years ago, and I've loved them ever since. And he said, I just want to make sure I'm having company, and I want to make sure I can duplicate whatever you did that day. So introducing new people. Yes, Marie.
Interject. from what I'm gathering is that this week is all about filling our funnel with a whole lot more people by making connections and getting people engaged with us. So whether it's Facebook friends, whether it's doing the 2x2x2 and following up with past customers, or meeting people when we're out and about, because right now we have a window of opportunity with the $39 kit.
Yeah.
And even if people don't jump at the idea of the $39 kit, it gives us all an excuse to have called them, to contact them, I just was thinking of you because it's only our company's doing something they've never done before. And I'm assuming by default, in the name of this program, that absolutely everybody here wants to grow their business, wants to earn Disney, might want to get the director title or more. And so that's our challenge for the next 7 days, right? Am I?
Yes. You are totally right. And we do have just a short window with this $39 kit. I can't believe I didn't even talk about the $39. Thank you, Marie. And that's why we all do this together, right? That's why we all do this together. And the $39 kit is an opener. Think of it as an opening conversation, all right? And the $39 kit might not be right for someone. They might want to get all the products, or maybe they're thinking virtual and they don't need all the products, okay? So this is an opportunity in March, and you should be recruiting like crazy, but make sure that you start them out with the quicks. Kristen Coy put on, it's look at their video, at that video, because she put on a whole series of new consultant quick start, and it's all about how to get people started right away with a virtual show. Her people almost all qualify. She gets them making money right away while they're waiting for their kit. She gets them started. So please look at that. It's Kristen Coy with a K. Kristen, Kristyn, Coy, Coy. And that'll be on PCTeamTraining.com. And it's also on the Make Magic Happen Retreat Facebook page. So look at that for starting out your new people. And you know what? If you don't feel you have a strong start, why don't you start it out that way and run a virtual show the way they're saying? Run your own virtual show, okay? So next week, I want to hear about, and by the way, I gave you guys a challenge on Friday. I want you guys to respond on Facebook who did the challenge, okay? And can you please repeat where? Oh, PC Team Training, all lowercase, and it's .com, PCTeamTraining.com, okay? And that is a website that Patty and Marie and I have contributed. Actually, hundreds of people have contributed. Patty and Marie run that website, okay? And it's all about training, and it's a lot of live stuff. And the password is Extreme18, capital EXTREME 18. Okay, but those are just, there's a lot of things that you can learn about right now, but we're trying to focus on contacting people, practicing, so you practice those objections, and next week I'm going to talk about customer care calls. Okay, so focus this week on those 5 practice interviews. Find out if you don't know what an interview is, go to pamperedchef.com and look at the different interviews and the different ways you can interview. So practice with 5 people you know, and then when you're out and about, I want to hear your stories of what happened, okay? And if there's an objection that you come across that you didn't know how to answer, bring it to this group. Okay, put it on the Facebook page so we can answer, one of the leaders can answer you, or even one of your peers can answer what you can say or should have said, all right? So that we all grow together and learn together, because it's I really believe recruiting is about confidence. It's not about a $39 kit, to be honest with you, because people recruit every day of the year. But the $39 kit is a tool for us to get us excited to contact everyone that we know that might have been interested in the past, or maybe have even done it in the past. Maybe you know people that have done it in the past and they can restart for $39. They might not need a kit. It might be your best customers. Say, hey, you've got all the products. Why not try the apron on? You can do it for $39. But remember, don't stop there. The bigger kit might be a better fit for them. Okay.
Yeah, and I just think it's an excuse, Nance. The $39 kit is a conversation opener, and from what I've gathered from Pampered Chef is that the most healthy way to do it is to look at our business like a big funnel, and try to keep adding lots of people into the top of the funnel, versus looking at it like eggs in a basket, that you only have one egg in the basket, you're only working with one lead, and you're concentrating on that one egg, and you're counting your chickens before they're hatched, versus just keeping adding more people in.
Right. And definitely ask for referrals. Definitely ask for referrals. Okay. Kristen Coy, what is this? Let's see, y'all. I just had someone that I talked to yesterday about the new kit message me and tell me she's really considering it. I think about PC all the time. Yay. We'll see what happens, but it's encouraging that people are considering it. Absolutely. Okay. Yes, and don't forget, ladies, men who are giving out free samples at the grocery store. The ladies and men, yes, and don't forget to offer it to men. Men are coming in and they're rocking it. Okay, they're rocking it. Okay, it's Kristen with a Y. That's correct. Okay, listen, I've gone over my time a little bit. And Patty, I will see you in a little bit. I'm going over to Patty's house to catch a ride to Chairman's Circle. You guys, yay! Yay! So anyway, so you've got your homework. Be engaged with one another on that team page, okay? On the Facebook page, and you are very welcome, Laurel. Thank you. It's my privilege. We're going to do this together. We are going to do this together. The next 90 days, I'm pouring into all of you, and it's your time, okay? It's your time. Own it. God bless you guys. We'll talk to you. If we don't get back to you right away over the next 3 days, it's because we're in Chairman's Circle, but we will get on there during break time, okay? So if someone has a question and you know the answer, please jump in, okay, everybody? We're all sisters. I don't think there's any guys on here. Is there guys on here? Is there any guys on here? Let's see. I'm not seeing any. Oh, Keith, excuse me. Keith is on here. I don't know if that's Keith or Keith's. I'm not sure. But guys and gals, thank you. Oh, this is Joy. Okay. To Keith. Okay. So we need to rename your page to Joy. Okay. I will rename that so that next time I know it is Joy. Okay. All right. So anyway, God bless you guys, and we will talk to you next Monday. Love you. Take care.
Bye, Nance.
Mwah.
Or see you in a little bit.
Yeah.